Hey everyone, as always, Dylan Miller Prospecting. Welcome to April's Patreon appreciation video. So we're going to be giving away some Paydirt, 6 bags of Paydirt, and that's it, 6 bags of Paydirt. Oh, and a headlamp. We're going to be giving away a headlamp that Clint sent me. Member of the community, Clint sent me a couple of these. I'm sure you've seen them on Vendetta's channel on his Patreon shows. But he sent me some to give away, so we're going to be giving one of these away as well. I'm not set up for this, though. I just remembered, so that might take a minute. But let me catch up on chat, see who's here. Reg Lab is always first thing here with the coffee. Jason, how's it going? Thank you for joining the show. Wrench, how's it going? Watching Indiana's premiere. Yeah, I watched most of that. Mark Sheldon, how's it going? Refotris, how's it going, brother? Rich Peterson, Ken Whalen, Gary Burkholder. What else we got? James Culver, Mark Sheldon, HD Chevrolet, Donna. Thank you both for being here and being mods. I appreciate it. I appreciate everyone who shows up, but I appreciate my mods even more because they keep all you rowdy bunch in control, so. Steven Schwant, how's it going? Shane Prothero, Draco's Dragon. Did you win? I don't know. I didn't even bring out my Tuesday sheet. Yeah, Draco's Dragon is not on the win list. Vendetta Prospecting. That sounds good. I haven't made enchiladas in a while. Need to make those again soon. Who else we got? Is that it? That's it. Jason G, how's it going? Alan Curie. All right, I can pop this out. I think I'm caught up mostly. Old Sasquatch is here. Thank you for being a mod, Old Sasquatch. I appreciate you being here, Carl. GCMC Tony, how's it going? Home Zoo and Prospecting, how's it going? Dennis Hendrick, Charles King. I replied to you, Charles King, on Patreon. Malbar Scott, how's it going? Richard B. Everyone popped in at the last second. All right, now I'm popping out chat. We can set that up. Do some giveaways tonight. So if you're a Patreon member and you haven't seen, I made a post tonight about a Paydirt seller. You might all want to go check out. If you've seen it already, then you know. If you haven't, then go check it out. Some good information about a Paydirt seller you should try to avoid. So, yeah, if I missed anything in chat, I apologize. Ken Will, everything's been going pretty good. SRIP63, how's it going? I can't complain, you know. I'm old. I'm still here, so I get the luxury of panning out Paydirt a lot. So, you know, life's good, you know. Justin M, how's it going? Chris W, how's it going? Rocky Mountain Life Prospecting, welcome to the show. So yeah, we're going to be giving away some Patreon Paydirt, and this month, more Mighty Minis for all my Patreon members. We're going to be giving these away. Some of these have nuggets in them, some don't. But typically they have a half a gram of gold in them. 2 for the $25 tier, 2 for the $10 tier, and 1 for the $5 tier. But since they're Mighty Minis, I bumped those up. There should be a 3/4 of a gram in all of the bags tonight for those. And then we're also doing a bag of Tuesday Tailings to everyone in chat. And that still only has a 1/4 gram in it, but I think this one feels, I don't know. Thought it felt like it had some silver in it, but you never know. But we do have the Tuesday Tailings as well. So even if you're not a Patreon member, you can win tonight. It'll just be Tuesday Tailings, the Mighty Minis, just for my Patreon members. I'm trying to keep up on chat. They went and put it in an order. I'm, you know, like I was telling you, you know, it's funny, like, for those of you who saw the post on Patreon is about lynch mining. I'm not going to go into it on here. If you want to know, it's on Patreon. But it's funny, like, you know, I was telling them, if you look at the information about them, one of the keys is they haven't been shipping. So, you know, it's not good for them. So, SDI Prospecting, how's it going? Josh Ortiz, thank you for being here and being a mod, brother. How are you enjoying Arizona with no gold? Hopefully you're enjoying yourself there, all unpacked and everything. Ryan Morrison, how's it going? Oh, Jason G. Yeah. It's not something, like I said, if you look at some of the links I put on there, there's a reason why I'm trying not to make it public, because, you know, it's, you know, something bad happened that's leading up to all that. I mean, I don't know facts about it, so, you know, it's just not something I wanted to post out there, but, you know, I want all my Patreon members to be aware, so. What's up, Flash in the Pan, Paydirt? How's it going? Blowing it down here. All right. Magnetic gold. I have a video coming out pretty soon. If I could ever get in gear, I have a video to shoot about magnetic gold. I know somebody else did that video, but theirs isn't as good as mine's going to be. Only be on a little tonight. Yeah, I'm not going to be on too long tonight. It's, you know, it's a Patreon show. We're just giving stuff away. People don't need to look at my ugly mug for a long time tonight. There's no gold panning. It's just me giving away little bags of Mighty Minis. And again, these are about 3 ounces, 2.5 ounces. I think they're 2.5 ounces of material in them. So should just be, you know, dump it in one pan. There's nothing over 10 mesh in it. So it should just be a one pan fun. But I did put some extra gold in it because they're Mighty Minis. You got to have some extra gold. So got my tracking number. Yeah, everyone's just shipped. Everyone except for, I didn't see him here, but A3 Sky Warriors. His got kind of lost in my car between the seats. So it just went out today. But everyone else's actually went out Sunday night. So unless you didn't pay until Monday. But everyone's went out pretty early. So hopefully everyone has them by the end of the week. And, you know, y'all can start having some panning fun on the weekend. So and Mark Sheldon, thank you very much. I really appreciate that, brother. Thank you very much. I can't thank y'all enough. So yeah, we're going to be giving away some Mighty Minis. And then even if you're not a Patreon member, which I don't know why you wouldn't want to be a Patreon member, but if you're not a Patreon member, we still have some Tuesday Tailings to give away. So that all you have to do is post a comment. One of my mods can post the hidden link because we could actually probably pin it tonight. We can pin the hidden comment. If somebody posts it, I'll pin it, or they could pin it themselves. So, Donna, thank you very much, Donna. I appreciate that. In fact, I need to make sure the link is right. I think it is. I'm pretty sure I went through it and looked and made sure. PC. Oh, I don't have Nightbot open, but, you know, I'll know it in a second. Thank you, HD. Thank you. Yep, that's the link. That's the link. There we go. Here, we'll save all my mods so they can just relax and hopefully win something tonight, as well as everyone. Everyone can win, you know. But we're just going to pin it right there. So if anyone needs the link, it's at the top. Nightbot has pinned it at the top because it is a Patreon show. So if you want to just pop in and try and win some Tuesday Tailings and not hang around, I shake my head at you, but, you know. Hey, Package Total. Well, thanks for popping in. Good luck at the golf tournament or the golf league. Just be cool metal detecting. Hey, from the car wash. I know I need to wash my car so desperately. With no leaves on my tree, the poor birds are just turning my car a different color. So I either need to start parking farther up in my grass or I need to wash it. Chef V Prospecting, how's it going, brother? I was looking at your Paydirt I got of yours the other day, and I was like, man, I need to get to this. So soon enough, I'll get to it. I do have it scheduled, so for a Tuesday. So not too long, we'll be doing that. We'll be doing that. Oh, and let me show you. See, I got these nuggets flashing up on the screen, and I didn't even say anything about it. 2 of these Mighty Minis for the $25 tier Mighty Mini, the nugget that's on the screen right now, that is 1.37 grams. And the smaller one, which will pop up in a second, that one, which is in the $10 bag, or one of the $10 bags, is 0.58 grams. So there we go. 1.37 is in one of the 2 bags for the $25 tier. and then a 0.58 is in one of the bags on the $10 tier. And for the $5 tier, it's just one little sole bag, but it does have 3/4 of a gram of gold. And I'm pretty amazed. I'm actually getting a lot less $5 subscribers. I might have to check and make sure it's not saying it's full. But everyone's being really generous with their memberships, and I really appreciate that. You know, we've got more $25 members than $5 members, so I really appreciate that. But that does mean there's $5 memberships open, so shameless plug right here. If you're already not a Patreon member, you can easily get in at the $5 tier. So, all right, where's my chat? My chat closed. Second bag? Who's the first bag? I'm guessing maybe Vendetta because it was shipped closer. Hey, Robinson Prospecting, how's it going? Thank you for joining the show. Dave B, thank you for joining the show. I appreciate everyone being here tonight. 5 bags of Paydirt Mighty Minis for the Patreon members, and one Tuesday Tailings Paydirt. So that's going to be it. But I really need to thank everyone who is a Patreon member, because without y'all, I wouldn't be doing all these reviews. And we've been doing some good ones. I've got some really good ones coming up over the next couple months. I've got a really, really big pirate bag of Paydirt coming up in 2 weeks. I've got a whole slew of new sellers, which, you know, there might be one seller closing. I've noticed a few sellers have actually closed recently. I think Klondike Clinkers is now closed. Somebody else I saw closed. But there's been a couple little old-time sellers that have started to close. Gold Bay is no longer shipping his own Paydirt. I'm not really so sure I understand exactly how that's working. I'm going to have to reach out to Dave again and see if he can explain it to me a little bit better. But I do have a slew of about a dozen new sellers who have opened over the last couple of months that haven't been reviewed yet. So we'll be doing those over the next couple of months, thanks to all my Patreon members. So the backyard prospecting bag. All right, well, there you go. You can't complain about that. There you go. I know I was looking at Backyard Prospecting's Paydirt the other day. I was trying to see what he had. But he was all sold out. I think he only had the beans left, or the bunny beans or something. And I wanted real Paydirt. And he did something with some gold in it. Hey, Meaty, how's it going? Secret Creek Prospecting, how's it going? Look, see, I'm saying, how's it going, Secret Creek Prospecting? Occasional Outlaw, how's that going? You closed Secret Creek Prospecting? There's been a couple of sellers that have closed, you know. It's, you know, what is it? I'm trying to think who else. There was somebody I saw that I just noticed that they kind of just like closed up shop and didn't say anything or didn't say anything. Well, I don't remember who it was. I do know Klondike Clinkers is closed, I'm pretty sure. So last time I went there, their website wasn't up, so, you know, no real loss there. He was kind of, you know, deteriorating. So I wanted the 3D magnet. I don't know what that is. There's gold in the beans. I know there's gold in there, but I just wanted to, you know, that takes away, when you add in those extras, you know, it takes away from the gold. So I was just looking for a straight up, you know, bag of Paydirt. Where can I find the link for the bags for sale? Are you talking about the Mighty Minis? Just on Patreon. Just go to your messages on Patreon. I messaged you where to send payment. Or I can send you an email if it makes it easier. But yeah, yours is the last bag, and then Big Texas. So yeah, Western Mineral State. Yeah, that's the other one. That's the other one. Yeah, they closed up. They didn't say anything. Actually, they didn't close up. They kind of just sold out and just, you know. I emailed them like, I think 3 times asking them. I called them 3 times, or emailed them 3 times asking if they were going to restock, and never heard back. So I kind of figured they were done with it. So yeah, I have 2 bags of their Paydirt somewhere. So I don't know if I'm going to open them now that they're closed. Didn't Klondike Clinkers get hacked or something? No, I think, I'm not going to try to say anything bad about the owner of Klondike Clinkers, but he tended to be, he learned how to sell Paydirt from the guy from Eureka Gold Sands. And they both tended to have a habit of not shipping for long periods of time. And then it was because of something major happening, like, oh, I had a heart attack. I didn't ship for a month. Then 3 months later, oh, I had a heart attack. It's like, you already did that one. So, yeah, and that's another one. Miners Depot's closed. So there's a couple sellers that have closed. Some of the old timers are closing, which is kind of hard because then you're stuck with a lot of new sellers. So hopefully some of these new sellers start upping their game a little bit, putting the word out, doing better, joining the community and stuff like that. So I know I saw somebody try to sell me a bag of Paydirt from Eureka Joe's. And I told him I wanted to buy it. I was trying to buy that Eureka Joe's bag from him because, he's been closed for what, 1.5 years, 2 years now. And I really wanted that for my shelf, but, I didn't hear back from him after I told him I wanted. I'm sure somebody else probably offered him a lot of money. So, yeah, I think, what's his name? I can't remember the guy's name from Eureka Gold Sands, but I think he had like 4 or 5 heart attacks in like the 2 years that I was paying attention to his website and his Facebook thing, but. Rebel Dog, thank you very much. I really appreciate that, brother. Thank you very much. Yeah, Big Texas. There's a couple of new sellers out there. I don't want to name all of them because someone might jump in and do a review on one of them. But I got a review for a new seller coming out Saturday. That looks pretty good. In fact, I've been buying a little bit of stuff off of this new seller. I kind of really like him, so. We'll have to see how his Paydirt is. I've been buying just gold from him, but we'll have to see how his Paydirt is. Nothing like Paydirt. So, hey, I would rather, to be honest, I would rather get Paydirt in a sandwich bag if it's got good Paydirt, a good description, good things. That's one of the reasons why I do my reviews with all the other things about bags and shipping and description, because there's a ton of things that go into selling Paydirt and making it a professional entry. But sometimes I would, you got to go low ROI or junky bag. I would rather take the junky bag than a low ROI. So, I just shot a review for 2 weeks from now, the pirate one. And, which tends to happen. I have a lot of reviews where they get really good ROIs, really good fun factors, but the description just sucks. I mean, it just sucks. And there's nothing you can do about that. You really wish they would do something. And I'll never understand that. But, hopefully a lot of these sellers, and then what's funny too is I have told sellers before numerous times, all they have to do is email me and I'll help them work out their descriptions, help them with their websites, whatever they want. I want this community to grow and not just the people buying Paydirt. I want to help the people that are selling the Paydirt too. So waiting for Yukon Alley to open back up. Yeah, I really wish she would go full-time selling. Even if it was just, because I talked to Yukon about that, is maybe doing something where she was selling, once a month, But, hey, A3 Sky Warrior, thank you for popping in. I appreciate that. If I'm missing anybody in chat or somebody asking me something, I apologize. But, yeah, I mean, there's, I think the key really to selling Paydirt is having a professional looking website or a decent looking website that's easy to use. There's a couple sellers out there who have some websites that are just drive me crazy, where I go to buy something and it's like trying to shop from the 80s on the internet. It's just not really good. If impulse buying, people buying Paydirt, if it takes them, frustrates them, they're going to go to somebody else's website that's easy to buy from. If there's no description, like if you like easy Paydirt and there's no description, they're just going to go to old familiar. They're going to say, oh, I know this Paydirt, it's easy. I will not go bother with the new seller. So my site sucks. I don't know if I've ever really looked at your website. It hasn't bugged me. See, the ones that bug me are the ones that stick in my head, and there's a few of them out there that bug me, but yours isn't bad. I think the problem is a lot of people start using like Shopify and or whatever the other one is too, and they use their basic template and they don't really put the time into like making it really good. You know, Shopify tends to make you think it's so easy, just drop here, drop there, but you know, you know. Gregory Littleton, how's it going? All right, backyard prospecting. Enjoy hanging out with your wife. You visit mine often. I visit everybody's. I have a, you should see my computer hates me because I divide up. I have everybody's site that I've ever done or every site that I've ever found bookmark. Then I have folders for ones that are open that I've reviewed. And I tend to ones that I've reviewed, just click open all. And then my computer has to ask me, are you sure you want to open all 80 tabs? And I tell it, yes, open all 80 tabs. And then I slowly go through each one just to see if anything new's popped on. So what's the best Paydirt or the best Paydirt seller? The best Paydirt seller is still, well, it's a new year, so I'm not going to just say Vendetta. I'm going to say it's either Vendetta or Gold Nugget sales are the best. Paydirt itself, ooh, I don't know. I would be tossed, you know, I love all Paydirts, because if I had to just pick a Paydirt, I would probably say, you know, something from Australia would be the best Paydirt. You know, that's the one that gets my fancy going, so. But I think the best Paydirt sellers, it is 2023. Vendetta was the winner for 2022, best Paydirt seller. But this is a new year. I don't think I've even reviewed him or Gold Nugget sales that much so far this year. I need to get on that, so. I need to start some battles for these new top dogs. But there are a lot of good sellers out there now. Big Texas Prospect and Gold Bay is still good. I think he's worked out his shipping issue again. We'll have to see. I do need to order something from him or have a Paydirt seller. Yeah, Yukon Alley is great Paydirt. I love Yukon Alley's Paydirt. I actually like Blue Tundra Gold Paydirt. I like that Paydirt as well. There's a whole bunch. You know, the Paydirts are a little bit harder to choose from. You know, they all have their unique things. You know, like I really like Blue Tundra Gold and Yukon Alley because of their gold itself. I like it's not bright and pretty and clean and stuff like that. I love the material for the dirt itself anywhere from Australia. Australian dirt is the best to me. Yeah, not Clash. No, not Clash or his 100% ROI bag. So no, no. Hey, Mike H, how's it going? Thank you for joining us. So. So, but that was, like I said, it just depends on the Paydirt, you know, what you're in the mood for too. For seller though, I'm still going to stick with the two. And I'm not saying that there's not Flash in the Pan is a really good seller as well. There's just certain sellers I don't promote really well because they haven't been around a long time. And that's just me being old school where people would come around and open businesses and in 6 months they'd folded. And there's been a lot of Paydirt sellers who do that. There's the same thing with Paydirt reviewers. There's been a lot of reviewers who come out and say, you know, like, oh, I'm the brand new Paydirt reviewer. I'm going to be the bomb. I'm going to do this. And then 3 months later, they're gone. You never hear from them again. So Klesh said that. Klesh said he has 100% Paydirt now, 100% ROI Paydirt now. He doesn't. It's not even close. I think it's 50%, but you know. He's got a captive audience. He'll tell him anything he wants, I guess. So I got 2 of Clash Petting. Oh yeah, when he was in his Bob Ross phase, that lasted what, like a week, I think, or 2 weeks. Those videos didn't get any views, and he ditched that quick. That's why I don't review. Yeah, I mean, I really wish there were more Paydirt reviewers out there, but it's like everything, you know. People do things for different reasons. There's a lot of people who start Paydirt reviewing because they think it's, you know, mad money. And then there's the ones that think that if they start reviewing, Paydirt sellers will start bumping up their bags and sending them free gold. And then they kind of get, you know, knocked out pretty quick. So there's a whole bunch. I will say, I'm just reading it again. You know, even though I thought it was funny that Clash was doing the Bob Ross paintings, they were pretty good. They were pretty good oil paintings. Much better than anything I could do. I could barely do stick figures. So I wasn't knocking his painting. I just thought it was funny that when Bob Ross was super popular, Clash came out and started doing Bob Ross paintings. Clash is all about the money. Clash is 100% all about the money. That's why he was doing, when Bob Ross had a resurgence, I guess it was last year when he did the big resurgence and everyone was all up in Bob Ross stuff. He started posting videos painting Bob Ross, like Bob Ross. You know, he was just trying to see if he would get tons of views. So, you know, it's all about, you know, and there's nothing wrong with that. There's content creators and then there's people like me who just produce content, you know, and I just do it because I like doing it. So I remember I recently saw somebody who was, they were sharing some video, I think on Facebook or something, where it was some old guy. It was like a 90-year-old grandfather who just every day shot a video trying to be funny, telling jokes. And then they had like 0 views. And he had been doing it for like 2 or 3 years where none of them had any views except for like maybe 1 or 2. So they all started sharing them to try and get him popular. And it was just because he loved making the videos. And I do the same thing. I do these videos because I love doing them. I have a ton of wonderful Patreon members who support me to do this. So it's awesome. Which, speaking of Patreon members, let's give away some Patreon dirt before I just talk too much. Try Vendetta. Vendetta is great. It's some harder material. I will say one thing. I really do wish Vendetta, and he's probably not listening. He's probably chowing down on enchiladas right now. But he does need to make an easy Paydirt. He does need to make an easier one. Something that's just not full of sticks and won't cloud up the water. You know, because they get some beginners out there, and they might want to have an easy time painting. So, you know, let me check everything. But we're going to start doing the giveaways. Trying to make sure all the comments are going through. So if you haven't already, make sure to go to the top of the post, the pinned message. There we go. All right. I'm getting everything sorted up. I'm going to start doing some giveaways. Give away some Paydirt. Hopefully have some winners and some nuggets. But there we go. All right. I do love Batea pans. I've been trying to find, I don't want to pay for that plastic one. I want a nice original one. But the only time you ever see them is I always look on eBay every once in a while. Man, the people want like $100 for them. And they're all beat up and rusty and no good anymore. It's like, man, it would be cheaper for me to fly down there and get one. So one of these days, I made a 10-pound hard as hell 1-ounce bag. I mean, I know most people in the community enjoy tougher bags of Paydirt because they've been doing it for a while. But, you know, I think easy Paydirts are probably the way to get people into it. You know, you give them easy bags, they enjoy it, they find gold really quick. Their kids can shake it like crazy and find the gold. And then you get them hooked, and then eventually they get to the hard bags. So. Yeah, but they shouldn't have to state that. See, that's what I'm saying. You got to make things easy. See, I'm sure all of you know the vast majority of people are lazy. You know, in America, it's just, you know, people want easy. They're, you know, 20 years ago, you couldn't buy Paydirt online. If you wanted Paydirt, you had to go dig it. Now you can buy it online. You got to make it easy. You got to have a bag labeled Easy Paydirt. You got to have one. That's why if you look at Paydirt, if they make a really tough bag, they put it in the title. They say, you know, like the impossible bag, the harder to pan than anything bag, the, you know, black hole of death bag. But you got to put it in the title. You got to say easy beginner Paydirt. Put it in the title. They can do it and drop it. So, but that's like a little thing, you know. But I think every seller, any seller who sells Paydirt should have an easy bag. They should have a medium bag. Or an average bag, like an easy bag, what they would consider normal, and then a really, really super hard black sand bag. I think every seller needs to have all 3 categories. So anyone in the family, whatever you like, you can buy. So. Oh man, you have to send me PA Patreon. Send me a link on Patreon. I'll have to save up for one of those. Try one of GNS's 100%. Yeah, 100%. There's never a chance I can afford 107% ROI bag. That's just not happening anytime in the future. There's a whole bunch of buckets I'd love to try, but I just don't think, one, as much as I would like to do one of these big buckets and stuff, the reality is for every bucket that's bought, people will probably sell 4 times that amount profit-wise or money-wise in just 1 gram bag. So, and Flower Gold Wizard, yes, definitely a shout out to Flower Gold Wizard. That's a great man. He's got some great Paydirt. I need to do some of his Paydirt again too. He's got some really tough stuff. So, great content, good dog, gets nice snacks. But, all right, let me set everything up, and we're going to do a giveaway. Let me get my notes here so we can do the giveaways. But here, we'll just run through it again. We've got 2 bags for our $25 tier members. Both of these bags have 3/4 of a gram of gold in them, or approximately 3 grams of gold, 3/4 of a gram of gold. Not 3 grams, 3/4 of a gram. And one of the 2 will have a nugget in it, the one up on the screen right now, with 1.37 gram nugget. So one of these bags will have about 2 grams in it, and one of them will have 3/4 of a gram. And then for the $10 members, again, 2 bags, 3/4 of a gram in each, but one of them also has a nugget at 0.58 grams. And then lastly, for the $5 members, just 1 lone bag with 3/4 of a gram of gold in it. So those are the 5 bags we're going to be giving away. We also have some people that are ineligible because they won last month and they used up all their luck and they can't be lucky this month. And for the $25 tier, that's Vendetta Prospecting, which is probably why he's just chowing away, crying over his enchiladas. I can't win. He's just eating his enchiladas. Vendetta can't win, and Jackie Scott can't win. For the $10 members, it's Alan Curie can't win. And lastly, for the $5 members, we got Eric H., who is ineligible. How's it going, Indiana Gold Getter Scotty? I love Flower Gold Wizard's videos too, you know. One of these days I'm going to grow up to be like him, so. Jason is the man. I just like him. I need to start doing like Jason does and doing, I probably won't do videos, or maybe I'll do really short videos. It's showing what prizes are coming up for the month, so, for Patreon. I really like that he does that. But he's got so many members. I don't know how he controls all those things. I'd be forgetting people left and right. But, all right, let's go pull some names. Let me go make sure the screen is all set up to where we're going to. We're going to start pulling some winners. I love all flower. All of his Paydirt I thought was pretty much the same. So they're all good. He just, essentially they're the same Paydirt, so he just renames them. But all right, let's shrink down the ugly mug and let the people celebrate. And we are going to pull some names. There we go. Big Texas. There we go. We were talking about him. His 100% ROI bag. But here we go. Wheel of Names. This is the $25 tier. Everyone's name is here except for Vendetta Prospecting and Jackie Scott. So that's all their names. We're going to shuffle them up a couple times and pick 2 winners. And of course, both those bags will have 3/4 of a gram of gold in them, except for the bonus bag, which also has that 1.37 gram nugget. So here we go. Let's pick the first name. Good luck to everyone who is a Patreon member. Maybe you'll all share it. But there you go. I think, oh, is it? There we go. Clinton Cole. So Clinton Cole. And we're also going to be giving away a headlamp that Clinton Cole donated to give away. So congratulations, Clinton. And he just won on Vendetta's, I think not this month, but last month he won. So let's remove his name, but congratulations to Clinton Cole. Great guy. And here we go. Bag number 2. Joel Jeffrey. He's not here. I don't think either one of them is here tonight. Maybe that's the luck, is you don't want to be here tonight. But congratulations to Joel Jeffrey, longtime member. Joel Jeffrey is one of the original OG members on my Patreon. Congratulations to Joel Jeffrey and Clinton. Now, there we go. So that one's done. Now we're going to move on to the $10 wheel. And again, ineligible is just Alan Curie. So everyone else, your name is up here. So we're going to shuffle this up. 2 bags, 3/4 of a gram each, and one of them has that half gram picker. Let me just catch up on chat real quick, make sure. 2.6. I know he gets some really nice nuggets. I will say that Jason just makes me so envious. He gets those nice nuggets, but he's got about 10 times as many Patreon members as me. So, I think me and him do the same budget for him, but Oh, secret patron. Oh, Flower Gold Wizards. Jason's here. Congratulations. Thank you very much, brother. I really appreciate that. See, I'm going to miss these. I can't see my chat right now, but thank you very much, Jason. I really appreciate that. And Tony as well. Thank you very much. This is a competing $49.99 secret Patreon members. I like the secret Patreon members. I need to get more of y'all. And I'm just kidding. I appreciate everyone who does anything for this channel. 100%. But all right, let's get back to the wheel. We'll shuffle it one more time, and then we're going to pull 2 names. Name number 1. 3/4 gram bag. 2 of them. One of them also has the 0.58 gram nugget. Michael Hafner. I don't think Michael's ever won. Or if he has, it's been a while. So congratulations to Michael. I really appreciate you being a Patreon member. I appreciate all of you being Patreon members. So here we go. Shuffle it up. Pull one more spin. Name number 2. There we go. Jacob. Jacob E23. I always think something's broken. I need to take the red off the wheel. I always think when I see the red name pops up, I always think I messed something up. But congratulations. And now all we have left is the $5 wheel. And we only have 1 bag, 3/4 gram of gold, no pickers, no nuggets. And it definitely, see, the $5 wheel, it's surprisingly, usually the $5 wheel is the fullest one. But everyone's been really generous and moving up in tiers. I really appreciate that, everybody. It's going to help do some bigger bags of Paydirt, and we'll talk about this in a second, but who's ineligible? Eric H. I have something else that we're planning coming up. So here we go. Last draw, last name before we do Tuesday tailings. Who's it going to be? Blake Tolson. Congratulations, Blake. Another red one. Oh, I definitely need to remove that. But, all right, let me catch up on chat for a while, make y'all look at my ugly face, and then we're going to do some Tuesday tailings. And then I need to set up for the headlamp. We're going to give away the headlamp. See, I have one here. Here, I can't even see my face now. There we go. Yeah, see, I have one here. They're really good for when you're panning. I use these, and I use my binoculars at the same time sometimes when I'm panning if it's really hard stuff. But, all right, let me catch up on chat. I got to scroll up some. And again, thank you very much, Tony, and thank you very much, Jason. I appreciate both of y'all. That was just too awesome of y'all. So, yeah, congrats. 0.61 grams. That's not too bad. That's not too bad. I would expect more. I'm super careful about not getting anything. I spilled some. And I will say, I spilled some the other day. I had for my Mighty Minis, I had one of the bonus bags was quartz gold. And I had it in a little tray, and I hit it with my finger, and it went flying over the whole studio. And I was like, man, why did I tell people about that? I was on my floor looking for about an hour to make sure I found it all. So, yeah, it's the same ones. This is Clint. These are the same ones. He sent me a couple of them, too, to give away. So we're going to give away one of these as well to everybody. But I need to put everybody's name on the wheel. So we're going to give me 1 second to do that, and we'll do that. And then we'll give away some Tuesday tailings. So if you haven't already, make sure you hit the link above while I stumble and mumble through all this. All right, there we go. Yeah, I have one of the lights too. I use it all the time. There we go. We have everybody's name on there. All right. All right, now we're cooking. But yeah, I really do appreciate everyone who's a Patreon member and who has been upping their tier, because in a couple months we're going to be doing overseas visit again this year. And those are always super, super expensive. But I've already worked out who we're getting Paydirts from. I've got a battle we're going to be doing from an overseas battle. So some pretty good stuff that. And I've got another battle coming up in like 2 months. And I'm really, really interested in finding out. It's going to be a very labor intensive battle. So we'll have to see about that. And that's all thanks to my Patreon members who are the lifeblood of this channel. So Jason's got so much gold up there in Wisconsin. It's just flowing down the hills to him. Hey, Joey Brown, thank you for dropping in. The headlamp's only for Patreon members. It's just going to be a Patreon member giveaway. It was something that Clinton sent for the Patreon members. I will tell everyone, I know I've been trying to work on a sluice. I still haven't even figured that out. But I do have 2 other projects. I think I was talking to HD about it, that I've just been working on for months. And every time I have something look like it's making a little bit of progress, something happens. But I'm coming up with some other prizes to start giving away on Patreon live shows for my Patreon members. And, you know, they're a little bit cooler prizes, I want to say. So they're pretty cool prizes if I can ever get them to work. So, and I am working on sluices. I ordered 2 sluices the other day that I'm waiting to come in, because unfortunately sluices are just so expensive to ship. You know, there's this, and I don't want to send everyone, you know, a $10 sluice that's never going to catch any gold. But like the Dream Mats, I think they're like $50 shipped. So trying to work out a deal with somebody that'll do a decent sluice and do a decent price shipping it. So we'll see. It's all in the works still. So hopefully in the next month or 2, we'll start having a whole bunch of extra prizes on here for our Patreon members. No. All right. All caught up. And hey, Indiana Creek Gold, Brian, how's it going? So, yeah, and if anyone doesn't know, I guess in like, what is it, like 2 weeks, 3 weeks? In 3 weeks, we're going to be going up to Indiana. A whole bunch of us are going to be meeting up at the Cottonwood Creek for a weekend. So they're all tenting it. I'm too old and broken down. I'm not tenting it. I've got an Airbnb. And plus, I'm bringing my son with me, and he doesn't want to do the tent thing. You know, and it was actually funny on Brian's channel. Everyone was talking about, you know, beanie weenies and stew. I had to bribe my son with sushi. I had to say we'd go eat sushi while we're there. So everyone's going to be eating stew by the fire, and me and my son are going to be at some restaurant eating sushi. So hopefully, you know, I don't know. After the day of being out on the creek, I might be too sore. I might be getting it to go, and he'll be eating it, and I'll be passed out on the floor. One of the two. Hey, Gary. Well, I appreciate you popping in. Thank you. Richard B. An option for the sluice would be cost sharing on the shipping. Well, there's a couple problems with this sluice. There's one, I don't want to just give away one, you know, like Flower Gold, Jason at Flower Gold gives away those monster sluices, and those are awesome. But, you know, I've only got 70 Patreon members. I mean, how many are going to use a giant 4-foot sluice? So I don't want to give a sluice away. I gave away a sluice a couple years ago, a really good sluice, to a Patreon member. It was a Gold Hog sluice, 4-foot Gold Hog sluice, and they never used it, never once. I remember I emailed them like a year later, and they're like, "Yep, still just sitting in the garage." So I want to try and do something where I figure out a way where people can enter it, and only if they want to use it. It's the same thing with like these Tuesday tailings, you know. The whole reason I started doing the Tuesday tailings was so people who, you know, can't afford Paydirt or haven't ever really tried Paydirt but see the channel can win a bag, try it, and see if they like it. So the sluice, you know, and that's why I don't mind if it's a cheap sluice. If I could find a sluice shipped for $30, then it's not too bad. But it's got to be, like, again, it's got to be a good sluice, not one of those Amazon rubber specials that, you know. So we'll see. Maybe I'll have to like print one up, make one, or do something, find somebody. I need to probably talk to, you know, like RPE or somebody and see if they'll do one. You know, how much they'll charge me to send it shipped, you know. Give me the he's begging discount or something. Right. Hmm. I know I have your sticker on my door, MJ. I liked your sticker. You have one of the better stickers. You know, I like yours. Chef V's another really good one I liked. So, and hey, Wanda, how's it going? Thank you for joining us today. But I am working on a couple of new prizes. So the sluice we'll have to figure out. I mean, I've got a couple of sluices I'm going to give away. I've been getting boxes for them. So I still have the Fox sluice to give away. I'm doing a equipment review this month, and I've got two of those sluices because I actually got two of them. I don't know why I bought two, but I bought two of the same sluice. I have an RPA sluice. So I have a couple of sluices in stock that I need to review. And as soon as I review them, I'm going to give those away. But once I'm done giving away stuff in stock, we'll have to figure something out. So it's mostly about getting boxes. I'm really bad at when I get one in, I throw away the box. I've saved it. I have my sluice box still, and then I saved the one from the Gold Hog. So the Gold Hog I might save till Christmas or something because that's a pretty expensive one. But we'll see. All right, let's give away Headlamp, courtesy of Clint, who also won today. You know, maybe by him sending this to me, so giveaway gave him a little bit of luck because he's been begging me. He sent me these probably 3 months ago, 2 months ago, and he kept telling me, when are you going to give them away? And I kept telling him, well, I keep forgetting because, you know, I'm senile. I kept forgetting. So I put it on my desk today so I wouldn't forget. So these have been sitting in a little pile for 2 months, and I finally bring them out, and he wins. So I liked yours too, old Sasquatch. Theirs were like the die cut ones. I didn't, you know, which is probably why they got them because it brings your attention to it. But I like everybody's sticker. I got tons of stickers. I got a pile of them somewhere. You know, I got a pile of stickers here I still need to put on my door. So yeah, I really like the Gold Hog one. The Gold Hog one, you know, I'm actually was thinking about just using the Gold Hog one and retiring my Gold Cube because the Gold Cube's such a pain in the butt to do. So, but I was thinking about swapping out the matting on the Gold Cube on the Gold Hog to Dream Mat, and then just permanently using it instead of my Gold Cube. So we'll have to see. Then if I do that, maybe we'll have to like get rid of the Gold Cube or something. You know, but all right, let's go do 2 more giveaways. If you haven't, you've got probably a minute or two for the Tuesday Tailings to post your name in the hidden link above. And again, if I do pull your name for the Tuesday Tailings, you have to post something in the live chat before the end of the show. Yada, yada. Most of y'all probably already know that. What about a Miller table? I don't like Miller tables. I don't like Miller tables. I don't like blue bowls. I'm never going to get one in, so I'm not going to review any of them. I don't like them, so yeah, I'm not going to review things I don't like typically for equipment-wise. So there's enough sluices out there and small sluices. I'm not going to be reviewing 4-foot sluices, 6-foot long toms, high bankers, things like that. I try to do everything I try to do based on the fact that I pan at home. I'm not out in the field panning. I don't need a 4-foot sluice. I need a 1-foot, 2-foot or less sluice so I can have a recirculating system in my house. So those are the ones I'm going to review, and those are the ones I want to give to people so they can review them too. And not review them, but they can have them and set up a recirculating system at their house. And with Miller tables, I did the math on it, I think like 5 or 6 years ago. Me and Wayne Schmidt had a really long talk about it. The amount of gold you have to be losing to pay for a Miller table is just not worth it. I mean, what I pan out, I mean, you've seen my end of the year reviews. When I review myself at the end of the year, I lose maybe what, $2-3 worth of gold a year. How many years do I have to lose gold on a Miller table before I pay for it? You know, that's like 50 years down the road. So you got to be going through some serious amounts of Paydirt to need a Miller table. Yeah. That's it. The blue bowl and the Miller table, it's just so much easier to pan. I mean, like, they're great if you're going through a lot of material. Like, if you're just pounding out material, then maybe it might be worth it. But other than that, I don't really think a Miller table is worth it. So those aren't going to be on the list. I've got one new thing coming either next month or the following month that's just a unique prize for the Patreon. And then next month or the next month we'll also be doing sluices. But there'll be sluices I've already reviewed and things like that. I didn't say his black poison was easy. I said they were all similar. Because when I reviewed them, I thought they were going to be tiered. I thought one would be hard and one would be easy, and they were all hard. So he got me on that one. The secret link is right above you. When you're typing, look all the way above. It says Nightbot, Winnow Bag, and Miller Prospecting Tuesday Tailings. But all right, let's shrink down the ugly mug because we've been talking a lot. Let's shrink down the ugly mug, and then we're going to give away the headlamp. So this is for all my Patreon members. Everyone is eligible. Everyone's name is on here. You won't be able to see it because there's a lot of names. And I kind of put them in jumbled order, but everyone's name is here. Everyone's got one shot at winning this. So, and I will have another one of these next month. And again, hopefully next month we'll have my new prize as well. And everyone will get you might get it, for the other prize, you might get a tiered chance, but we'll see. It might just be one shot. Everyone gets the same shot for being a Patreon member. Now, here we go. Winner, chicken dinner for the Clint headlamp. And thank you very much, Clint, for sending these to me so I could give them away. And who is it? Is it Josh? So Josh is getting another package. So Josh Ortiz, congratulations. So Josh, I will be sending you the headlamp. I need to make myself a note of that because otherwise I'm going to forget because I've been forgetting that. And then Josh. So congratulations, Josh. Now you can go hunting in Arizona at night looking for scorpions too. And then we're going to do the Tuesday tailings. But I need to go pull the link. So you have to give me 1 second. But congratulations, Josh. So we're going to talk about the Tuesday tailings for a second, and then we're going to go do that as well. Uh-oh, what's that? Rich Peterson, thank you very much. I'm scrolling, trying to find it. I scrolled up and down past it. Thank you very much. I really appreciate that. New portable jigs I've been seeing on Facebook. There's a lot of people that have been doing a lot of 3D printed stuff. Dylan's fault. I'm hooking flower. Just put the nail on. No, that's not my fault. That's not my fault. That's YouTube's fault. So, all right. As always, YouTube and its affiliates have nothing to do with this giveaway. This is 100% on me, by me. So, Tuesday tailings, 3 ounces of material, 1/4 gram of gold. 2 of the 12 each had, what did they have? 15 grams of silver, crystalline silver in them. So you've got a 1 in 6 chance of getting some crystalline silver in one of these bags. But unfortunately, there are some ineligibles who have already won. So you can only win 1 out of the 12 bags until they're all given away. And who's ineligible? We got John Gear, A3 Sky Warrior, Sean McClelland, Jason G, and Draco's Dragon. And I don't think anyone has said they found any silver yet. So I think both bags are still up there. I'm going to go pull the link, make sure all the comments are going through. And then we're going to pull a bag, a name, and then that person will win this bag of Tuesday tailings. But you have to post something in the live chat. If I pull your name and you do not post something in the live chat before the end of the show, you lose your chance to win, you lose the bag of Paydirt, and you're still going to be ineligible for the next 6 or 7 shows. So you definitely want to make sure you are here. If you're going to post a comment, make sure you're here to say, I'm here in the live chat once I pull your name. So, all right, I'm all set. Let's shrink down the ugly mug. Let me check chat, make sure. All right, is Jason leaving? All right. All right, you have a great night hanging out with Miss Wizard and Rigby. I appreciate that very much, Jason. Thank you very much. I really appreciate it. So, all right, shrink down the ugly mug. If I can find the buttons for that, but there we go. Here we go. Ugly mug. We've gone through yours, right? Because I think everyone's gone through them. But I think maybe. I don't even know if you could use a pointer to tell. But all right, let's drop the link. Tuesday Tailings bag. Good luck to everyone. Anything goes except for replies. 72 comments. Let's pick a winner. Winner, Chicken Demon. Steven Schwant. So Steven Schwant, congratulations. And it's probably too late for me to say this, but you know, if you're overseas, you're ineligible. I can only ship these to the United States. So, but Steven Schwant, congratulations. Now we just need you to post something in the live chat before the end of the show. But Steven, congratulations on winning some Tuesday Tailings. And I'm sure my mods will tell me as soon as he posts. I'm going to take down the slideshow. Bye-bye, Nuggets. Next time y'all will see those Nuggets is if you pan out one of the bags you won. So, did he post? I don't think so. No, not yet. So again, thanks everyone for being Patreon members. I really do appreciate all of y'all. And I see Steven. How's it going? Thank you for... Make sure you email me, and I have to post my email. See, I got so many rules for these Tuesday Tailings. Make sure you email me, Steven. Dylan@MillerProspecting.com. So I have records. I can tell you. I can send you the tracking number and everything. But thank you very much, Carson Prospecting. Thank you very much. And I hope everyone who's a Patreon members enjoys their Mighty Minis that I shipped out that they paid for. And I really hope anyone who won these Mighty Minis enjoys them just as much. Because I enjoy all of y'all being my Patreon members and letting me have so much fun panning out all these Paydirts every single month and doing reviews on them. And hopefully we'll be getting some good ones. I know there's some duds. I know I have some duds coming up because I bought some knowing they were duds. Because people are spouting out that they have 100% ROI bags and they don't. And things like that. So I know I have some duds coming up, but I have a whole bunch of new sellers. And there's one seller that I'm really excited about. And I'm really, really hoping his Paydirt is good because I really, really like him. So I got a new seller coming up this Saturday. We're going to be reviewing him. Next Tuesday, we're going to be going through another bag of his Paydirt. So I'm really hoping they're good because I bought one for not only Saturday's review, but for Tuesday. But I'm really excited about those. Then we got a couple other reviews. We got, again, I told you, a really big bag of Pirates treasure coming up this month. So we got some good ones coming up this month. So, and then later in the month, I'll be in Indiana hanging out with everyone else while they go sluicing and everything else. And I stand there with my pan waiting to just like dip into their sluice and test it. So, but I'm going to get out of here. I'm going to go get something to eat because, you know, Vendetta was talking about enchiladas making me all hungry and stuff. But I really do appreciate everyone who comes and hangs out with me on these Tuesday night shows, especially the Patreon ones, because I get to thank you all for being Patreon members. But that's going to be it. Saturday, we will have a brand new review up. And then next Tuesday, we're going to be reviewing the same seller again, just to double check to see if the first results were pretty good. But that's going to be it. Thanks for watching. Happy panning, and hope everyone has a great week this week.